I said, skirt all niggas, skirt up all niggas, skirt down, you acting like me, acting like we wasn't more than. I said.
Hello. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. Thank you guys for taking the time during this holiday season to check out a video from Justmecmb channel, and I appreciate all of you as subscribers. If you are new here, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. We're going to briefly talk about Kaylee. I had the opportunity to watch the entire court case that she was involved in, and I've also seen a few of her videos since then. In her recent video, she was telling us about a hit and run that she was involved in, that she was driving down the street in her city, and that someone uh, got really close and actually hit the bumper of her car, moving her off to the side of the road. She chose to allow them to push her to the side because she was actually in a rental. Her car is actually in the shop being fixed, so she did not want to cause damage to that car. Being that this is the case, she just decided to allow it to move her on to the side. And as she did that, she pulled into a parking lot. Pulling into the parking lot, she basically started to record and let us know what had happened to her. It's unfortunate because I also live in Georgia, and I do know that a lot of people do have the ability or a tendency, should I say, to drive kind of crazy. It does happen. So I can relate to, going out in the street and being nervous as far as the fact of if you gonna make it home. That can definitely happen. She talked about that, and then she says that when the incident happened, she was able to pull her phone out. She was able to get the license plate number for the individual, and it was a cop close to where the incident happened. So she pulled up to the cop, letting him know, hey, that guy in that car just hit me. Basically, please help me. Please go and apprehend him. He's trying to run from the scene. And so she said that the cop was like, this ain't my jurisdiction, sis. Sorry that happened to you. You need to call the police. And she looking at him like, really? But you are the police, which I would have done as well. And he just said, well, there's nothing I can do. Just pull over down that street right there and call the police. So she was so upset about that. She said going down the street that he told her to go down, that she wasn't familiar with the area. So what she actually decided to do is just keep moving forward, go on and go to her hairdresser, which, like I said in another video, almost every video that I watch of hers, she's either going to the hairdresser, coming from the hairdresser, or she's talking about her hair. And I mean, I ain't mad at her. Hey, ain't nobody gonna love you. If you don't love you, nobody else is gonna love you. So with that being the case, she said she went ahead and went to the hairdresser and then went on to the store and then went home, that she would call the police from home. She did look at the bumper of the car. She said that she didn't see any damage, and that because she didn't see any damage, she had thought about not calling, but being that it's a rental, she felt it would be safe that she does the right thing by going ahead and making the phone call, which is what she did. I don't know. This young lady is interesting to me. Um, I think it's impressive that she makes a good living, clearly online here. I also think it's impressive that um, she was able to build a business online. But, like I said before, She definitely is not a horrible mom. I did watch that case, and I'm gonna be honest with you, that case was almost scary in my opinion. And I say that because of how loose she is with using the legal system to her advantage. It's really kind of off putting. Also, the fact that that you can just go to court and tell the court anything. Now, she didn't win the court case; she lost, and the other young lady actually did a counterclaim, but the judge felt equally that neither of them met the burden of proof to substantiate either of their cases. I think a lot of it also had to do with their lack of experience presenting a case, because when it came to the counterclaim, she simply, all she needed to do is state that the young lady was using an abuse of power to consistently strike her channel when she felt the need to do so. She could show the reason for the strikes, which a couple of them were content based, but although they were content based, she didn't win because in order to strike someone for content, you basically have to be willing to go after them for the content, which Keisha was never willing to do that. She took her to court, but it wasn't for that. She mainly took her to court because of her probably talking about the boyfriend. That seemed to be the most compelling thing that she was angry about. And when she was cross-examined by the other young lady and she mentioned the boyfriend, boy, I thought Keisha was going to jump through that doggone screen. It was really funny, actually. It was really sad, but it was really funny. But at any rate, she came to court. She had all this evidence, but none of it was something that could actually prove anything that she said the Toya young lady said about her. And like I said, all Toya had to do was prove that she abused the striking system, that she showed why she struck her, and she could have showed proof that she lost her ability to go live, and then she could show proof of over a 7-day period what she made. That would have just been enough to show why. And since Keisha never won any of the strikes, and nothing ever kind of was ruled to her side. Every video that Keisha took down, she put back up. So with that being the case, I mean, basically, she could have easily used what I just said to prove her case. She didn't show that she lost wages. And she didn't show enough. She should have showed what fair use was, how fair use was handled, and the fact that Keisha did not exercise the rules of fair use when she struck her channel, which, by law under the First Amendment, this young lady had the right of fair use. So, the lack of them having the ability to properly put the information out there definitely was something that was to both of their detriment. At any rate, like I said, she's an interesting young lady. I think it's great that she was able to be successful, but I also think that she pushed harder for the boyfriend than she did her own personal right. I think the fact that the girl put her boyfriend's personal stuff out there really is where she was angered. And it seems like she only went after people around the time that she was going through something with the boyfriend. And quite frankly, she wanted Toya to pay for all of that. And that's highly unfortunate, that it's not like that. But I feel I learned something even just by watching the case. For me personally, there were some things that I learned there. So I was glad I was able to watch it just for my own personal benefit. But I mean, it's very scary what you can do with the legal system if you have the means and ability to take a person to court. I mean, you could really screw somebody up with that. But luckily for this Toya lady, she gets to commentate another day, because we're all out here just um, doing commentary, being somewhat sarcastic and providing comedic satire. I mean, that's really what we're doing here. It's not about, it's not personal. It's not, that you're trying to victimize. And even when I talk about people, I definitely try not to be too aggressive with my words, because I definitely don't want to present like someone who is trying to be harmful to others when I present information. So, at any rate, I just wanted to speak on this again. I thought it was interesting that Keisha was ran off the road, but then she still chose to go to the hairdresser and go home instead of immediately calling the police to where she was. And, now I get, feeling some type of way because that cop was not able to help. But I mean, if it wasn't his jurisdiction, it wasn't his jurisdiction. There's not really much she can do about that. But I don't think, because, she made a big deal out of the fact that the other individual left the scene of the crime, but then she did as well. So it's like, ma'am, you kind of did the same thing. So you really can't be angry at the other individual. But nonetheless, that's what it was, and that's what it is. So, guys, tell me what you think. For those of you who have the opportunity to see the court case, let me know what you think. If you didn't, it is out there. It is not on the DeKalb County's website. It was actually presented under a commentary of another channel. And so if if you've looked up her name, you've probably seen it. So just tell me what you guys think in the comments. I will definitely be there waiting for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, guys, on this channel, everybody's family, and you're all welcome. Have a good day. Bye.
I said, skirt all niggas, skirt up all niggas, skirt down, you acting like me, acting like we wasn't more than. I said, skirt all niggas, skirt up all niggas, skirt down, you acting like me.